You made a comment earlier, Comfort, and you wanted to talk about why our markets are so special, the products of ONPASSIVE, and why they're so special. And I think it's really, really important for people to understand why they're so important and what you have in hand and what's going to be doing to you personally. And I'll talk about just one product, and it really is relevant for all the products of ONPASSIVE. But one of the products that Mr. Mufareh will be coming out with is our educational product. OCADEMY is what it's called right now. And if you look at OCADEMY, the first thing you do is look at the market. Okay, how big is the market in the educational arena? It's about $850 billion a year. If you can wrap your mind around that number, $850 billion in revenue comes in annually for that niche, that market. And when you think about that, you think about, okay, that's one of the products of ONPASSIVE. Do we have the products to take us above $1 trillion in market cap annually? In other words, that's the amount of revenue we could bring in annually. Obviously, we're not going to get 100% of every market that we go into, but we're going to get a big chunk of it. And when you think about it, we have the opportunity to bring in over $1 trillion because of the markets that we're in and because of the products of ONPASSIVE are superior at a lower price point, okay? That's a really, really big deal to understand markets. Now, when I say that, that doesn't include the things we don't know yet, okay? And some of the markets that we will be getting into, in my opinion, they're bigger than that, okay? So understand, everything that Mr. Mufareh does, everything that ONPASSIVE does, it comes through those individuals that are participating with ONPASSIVE. It comes through the affiliates. It comes through you and me. All of it, not some of it, all of it. So that gives you an idea of how big the markets are. Then we get into the individual products. And again, I'll talk about the educational product. The educational product is so unique, and what Mr. Mufareh has done is so phenomenal. He's taken all the aspects that educators use and he's put it under one umbrella, the umbrella of ONPASSIVE. And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's the webinar platform, the video conferencing platform, all the things that go into educating individuals, whether it's children or adults, is under one platform. And because of that, it's very, very attractive for people to come in and use it, because a lot of times in education right now, they're using many, many different applications, different apps on different platforms to get across their educational content that they're offering to people. It's a really, really big deal. And if you can take all of that, put it under one umbrella, these individuals can come in and they can do everything from grading, from accounting, from everything that you do to educate. And that's a really, really tall order. There are people in ONPASSIVE that are educators that can talk about that better than I can. But everything is there. Everything is there. And each little item that's there, understand, it is perfect. It is above market value. It has such value to these educators. And again, at a lower price point. Not only does it do that, but it gives educators a chance to come in and widen their market. Instead of teaching 10, 20, 30 people at a time, they can come in, if they're really, really good at what they do, they can have 10,000 pupils come in, and these individuals are going to think they are, I don't know who I'm looking at, but good looking guy. Can you see me, Comfort? Or is it somebody else?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay.
I muted that.
I had someone else come on, and now I've got Minnow there, and I always love to see Minnow. She's always good. That's okay. That's okay. But what I'm saying is the items that are in the educational system for ONPASSIVE, they're superior. They're the best of the best, whatever item it is, at a lower price point. And when you start to think about that, all of a sudden, the whole world is our market. People will come in, and I know this for a fact. I already have people that run major colleges interested in the O Academy, the educational product of ONPASSIVE, because they understand it's very, very difficult to put all of these items together in one platform. And that's what Mr. Mufara has done. So when we start to think about product, when we start to think about markets, when we start to think how unique ONPASSIVE is, it's really it's important to understand why it's unique and what Mr. Mufara is doing. So that's that. Hopefully that helps a little bit, Comfort. But I do want to talk about just a couple of things. I don't want to go too long. I know we've got a
Yes.
lot of people that want to talk. Red Redford had a really, really good example. I thought it was just excellent. He brought up Bitcoin. And again, when you think about Bitcoin, and Red brought in stay the course. Let's go back in time with Bitcoin about 9 years. And that's when I got involved with Bitcoin. That's when Marty got involved and Dan. And at that time, Bitcoin was about $900 a coin. Okay. Now, over the last six months, Bitcoin has gotten as high as $75,000 a coin, $900 to $75,000 a coin. If you had stayed the course, bought 10 Bitcoin, and stayed the course that 8 or 9 years, today you'd have $750,000 in the bank. That is staying the course. That is ONPASSIVE. And when Red talks about staying the course, that's what he's talking about, guys. He's talking about your bottom line. He's talking about your wallet. He's talking about what's going to be there over time. And although ONPASSIVE will never guarantee that to everybody, in my opinion, it's going to be there, and you don't want to miss out on that. And really, I'll end it with this, Comfort, and then turn it back over to you. When we think about where we are, when we think about confidence, when we think about getting rid of those little thoughts in the back of your mind, come to the table and ask yourself the question, what do I want to manage? Okay? And it could be $1,000. It could be $50,000. It could be $100,000. It could be $100 million. Okay? And Mr. Mufara, he doesn't put any limitations on you. You get to choose what you want to manage. And once you pick that number, we're going to tell you how to get there. When I think about ONPASSIVE, there are no limitations. There are no walls. There are no fences to jump over. There are no boundaries. It is boundless. You can go wherever you want. It is unlimited. And once you wrap your mind around that, you think about Red's example of Bitcoin, where it went in 9 years. Now you think about ONPASSIVE. It's not going to take 9 years, guys. I can guarantee that. And that's me talking. It's not Ash Mufara, but I can guarantee that. It is not going to take 9 years to get to the place where you want to be. Year, 2, 3 years, whatever it is. It's just not going to take that long. And the really, really cool thing about ONPASSIVE, and wrap your mind around this, please, please, please wrap your mind around this. You get to choose what you want to manage. If it's $1,000 a month, that's perfect. If it's 100 million, if it's 100, I won't say a month. I'll say 100 million a year. Although you could say with ONPASSIVE a month, I won't say that. You can think in those larger terms. And I know that number just blows people away for now, but give it about 6 months to a year. And the numbers that people are going to be talking about, the people that are coming in new and listening to you are just going to be blown away, but it's going to be rogue for you. It's going to be everyday stuff. It's just 100 grand a month. That's not a big deal. $1 million a month. That's not a big deal. ONPASSIVE will let you do that. So think about what you want to manage. And some people don't want to manage a million a year or $1 million. They don't want. That's okay. That's okay. Comfort will show you how to do that. She'll tell you how to do that. And then if you want to go there, you can. Yeah. So that's it, Comfort. Just hopefully that helped on the product side. And then Marty says it's all about mindset. What do you want to manage? Whatever that is, it's possible within ONPASSIVE.